Dear students, today we are to study future perfect tense. Yesterday we studied past perfect. There is a similarity in future perfect and past perfect, that is, both the tenses have usually two clauses. So here today we are to understand future perfect tense. Here you can see on the whiteboard some phrases are written there as चुका होगा, चुकी होगी, चुके होंगे, या होगा, ई होगी, ए होंगे. These words are written in the end of the Hindi sentence and they indicate that this tense is in future perfect. Yesterday in past perfect we studied that there was the phrase at the end of the Hindi sentence चुका था, चुकी थी, चुके थे, या था, ई थी, ये थे. But here you see चुका होगा, चुकी होगी, चुके होंगे. So now let's see the sentence. राम घर जा चुका होगा. As you already know that this ending ga, gi, ge comes in future tense. So here चुका होगा, चुकी होगी, चुके होंगे, या होगा, ई होगी, ए होंगे. These phrases indicate that the sentence is in future perfect. So I think you can find out the Hindi sentence in which tense it is. Now here गीता गीत गा चुकी होगी. It means the sentence is in future perfect. Now let's translate this sentence. Geeta will have sung a song. As we already know that in perfect tense verb is used in third form. And here in future perfect will or shall helping verb is used, you know it already. And here in perfect we are to use have with will or shall. So you can see Geeta will have. Have indicates that the tense is perfect and will indicates that the tense is future, and these both say that the sentence is in future perfect, and that's why the main verb sung is the third form of sing. So now you are to note down the rule. Subject plus will or shall. You already know where you are to use will and where to shall. Plus have plus third form of the verb plus object. And here in this sentence, Geeta is the subject, will helping verb, have is also the helping verb which indicates that the sentence is in future perfect. Sung is the third form of sing, and a song is the object here. Now let's continue. Here this was the affirmative sentence, and now we are to study negative sentence. As मोहन स्कूल नहीं गया होगा. Here नहीं indicates that the sentence is in negative. So let's translate this sentence. Mohan will not have gone to school. So Mohan, the subject, will, the helping verb, and as I have already told you, in negative sentence the word not is used just after the verb, helping verb. So not followed will, and have is used after not. And then third form of the verb, then object if it is there, but here to school is not an object, it is a complement to the verb. So note down the rule: subject plus will or shall plus not plus have plus third form of the verb plus object. Keep in your mind that have will be used after not, or not will be used between will or shall and have. Okay, now go forward. Interrogative A. H. क्या पिताजी लौट आए होंगे? As I told you, A होंगे, आ होगा. So here A होंगे, लौट आए होंगे. It means this sentence is also in future perfect and it is interrogative A because the sentence begins with the word क्या. Now let's translate it. Will father have returned? So interrogative A will begin with will or shall plus subject and then have, then third form of the verb and then object if it is there. So note down the rule: will or shall plus subject plus have plus third form of the verb plus object. Now interrogative B. हरीश कहाँ गया होगा? कहाँ indicates that it is in interrogative B. So let's translate it. Where will Harish have gone? Note down the rule: question word plus will or shall plus subject plus have plus third form of the verb plus object. And these are the simple rules of future perfect tense. As I told you in the beginning that in future perfect tense there are usually two clauses, just like the past perfect. And how we translate such type of sentences, we are to learn it very deeply, very properly. Here you can see there is a sentence: रोहित के घर पहुंचने से पहले मोहित सो गया होगा, मोहित सो गया होगा, रोहित के घर पहुंचने से पहले। Here there are two clauses, and now we are to decide which action takes place earlier and which later. As I told you, there are two clauses. मोहित सो गया होगा, it means रोहित के घर पहुंचने से पहले। इसका मतलब हुआ कि मोहित सो गया होगा, ये काम पहले हुआ, रोहित घर बाद में पहुंचा। नाउ वी शुड कीप इन आवर माइंड द एक्शन दैट टेक्स प्लेस अर्लियर इज इन फ्यूचर परफेक्ट टेंस। नोट इट डाउन, द एक्शन दैट टेक प्लेस अर्लियर इज इन फ्यूचर परफेक्ट and the action that takes place later is in present indefinite tense. That is the main thing to keep in your mind. Otherwise, you will not be able to translate the sentences of future perfect because the main tenses are different as future perfect and present indefinite. So here you can see these two clauses are there. In English translation, Mohit will have slept. As I told you, Mohit सो गया होगा. It means the action of sleeping of Mohan took place earlier. And that's why it has been used in future perfect. And here the principal clause is in future perfect. Mohit will have slept. And the subordinate clause is in present indefinite tense. So learn it properly, that whenever there are two clauses in future perfect, the action that takes place earlier is in future perfect and the action that takes place later is in present indefinite. Here you can see I have written this principal clauses in future perfect and the subordinate clause is in present indefinite. Okay, read it again and again and then you can understand it very properly and we able to translate the sentences of future perfect. And now you are to note down some sentences for your practice. Number 1. मेरा भाई सो गया होगा, मेरा भाई सो गया होगा. नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस, लता आज स्कूल नहीं गई होगी, लता आज स्कूल नहीं गई होगी. नेक्स्ट, क्या बारिश बंद हो गई होगी, क्या बारिश बंद हो गई होगी. नेक्स्ट, मेरे घर पहुंचने से पहले, मेरे घर पहुंचने से पहले पिताजी लौट आए होंगे, मेरे घर पहुंचने से पहले पिताजी लौट आए होंगे. नेक्स्ट, उसने खाना क्यों नहीं खाया होगा? उसने खाना क्यों नहीं खाया होगा? ओके, थैंक यू, and tomorrow we shall study present perfect continuous tense. Thank you.